We have this area in our kitchen for what seemed to be intended for a desk and a chair. I am more of a couch kind of person, so I decided to reinvent the purpose of this area. We needed a space where our dog couldn't have access to the kitty's food, so this area became the kitty kitchen. So first I'm gonna take some measurements and then just sketch up my handy dandy blueprint. Then I'll cut my boards to length. First I'm working on the perimeter. All I did was make a bunch of 45-degree cuts. I don't know too much about types of lumber, but I know that cedar is my favorite to look at and it's easy to work with. So for this project, I'm using these cedar boards that are a little over 1 inch in diameter. Since this is an object that will not be bearing any weight, I went ahead and secured everything together simply with some wood glue. I try to put a little bit on both surfaces and then spread it out evenly. And I will do this for the entire perimeter. Then I made my cuts for the inner pieces. Again, just some more 45-degree angles, some more wood glue, and then I let that dry overnight. The next day I filled in the cracks with some wood filler and let that dry overnight. And then I did a really thorough sanding. I am always trying to think of ways to not be wasteful, and one of the benefits of working in surgery is that I get to take home a lot of gloves that would have otherwise ended up in the garbage. And staining can be a little messy, so I am mindful of my hands and clothes whenever I do stain. I am partial to the stain called golden oak. I think it gives the lumber a nice natural finish, and I'm using an old t-shirt to do this. I would recommend a material that doesn't fall apart easily and doesn't shed any lint. Once that is dry, I put a coat of polyurethane on it for the finishing touches. Now I'm ready to install it into the wall. I always like to grab all of my materials to have ready and available when I need them. First, I'm going to make some markings on the gate for where I want the hinges to be placed. And then I'll drill my pilot holes. I'm trying to be very careful not to drill through to the other side. Considering this will be an object where you'll occasionally see the other side of it, I want to maintain its integrity. One way of avoiding this is to measure the depth of the wood and then making a marking or a piece of tape on your drill bit to know when to stop drilling. So then I'm going to secure the hinges to the gate. Now I'm seeing how it fits and where the hinges will be secured to the wall. I'll make my markings and then I'll take my level and draw a straight line so that I know where the bottom hinge will be placed. Since the hinges need to be placed in a specific location on the wall and that location is not into a stud, I'm using these wall anchors. Again, this is a non-weight bearing object, so this should suffice for durability. So I just drilled my pilot holes, hammered the anchors into the wall, and now I'm just securing the hinges by putting the provided screws into the wall anchors. One last thing, I'm attaching a lock to the other side. I'm making my markings, drilling my pilot holes, and then I will secure the lock. And there you have it, a gate. or a kitty kitchen.